Welcome back. So I reluctantly got the stator. This is the motor from my Nc50 78 Honda Express. The motor in the lower end tranny. You can see how gunked up and dirty she is. She's going to get all cleaned up before I put her back together. But I just cracked the head bolts. So I'm going to open the head up and I'm going to see what it looks like. And if y'all want to join me for this ride, we can do it together. So let's get this first bolt out of here. I don't even know where it's threaded in at. It's probably threaded at the bottom. Hopefully none of them broke. I did it with a socket and it actually went pretty easy. So I can't complain too much about that. So let me back this one out. Oh, that one threaded out. Yep. Let's back them out one by one. Then we'll try and pry this head open and see what it looks like on the inside of the combustion chamber. Because I'm very curious to see how dirty it is. Honestly, the inside of this motor has looked super clean so far. Even the inside here, where I can see the crankshaft, doesn't have a lot of wear or damage. No rust or anything like that. Everything's been oiled really well its whole life. You know, she's only been run minimally. She's got 1,650 miles on her, but she's been pretty well maintained. This is a fairly clean aluminum head and a fairly clean steel head, cylinder chamber for this bike. And wow, I can't believe I got all four of these off. They came right off, like they opened right up. That was a great thing. I had them soaking in penetrating oil anyway. Gave them a couple taps. Oh, the grime in here is disgusting. I can't wait to clean all this out. Gonna need another can of brake cleaner. That's it. Those are all four. They're loose and good to go. So let's see what it looks like. Let's pull number one. Oh yeah, that's a long bolt. Pull number two. Can't believe this is what holds the head together. They're only a hair more than 3/16 of an inch long, maybe 5 millimeters the most. It's incredible. These are tiny little things. Come on, girl. There's this one. Oh, don't worry, we're on our way, baby. There we go. That's three. Oh, she already twisted on me. So, let's go for number four. And we'll be dainty. Very careful taking her off. Come on, girl. There she goes. Wow. She's a little carboned up. Not as bad as I thought she would be, though. All right. Yeah, I got new gaskets. I got new seals for all of her. So we're going to make sure that she's cleaned up. So now, it's the cylinder. Cylinder's holding tight. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to let that go for right now. Carbon's not so bad. Got a little bit of Scotch-Brite here that'll clean that up, and some steel wool. And I got new rings coming. I'm going to polish up all the everything. I'm going to polish up the cylinder. I'm going to polish up the piston. Oh, I can't believe it's such a tiny little thing. And this is only 1 3/4 inches wide. It's a tiny little girl. But that's her. Got to replace this oil seal. Got to replace this oil seal here. Where is it? There it is. It's on the crankshaft. Crankshaft's nice and clean. So, matter of fact, inside here, a lot cleaner than I was expecting it to. I have 2 new bearings for it for the crankshaft. I got 2 new oil seals. I got the rear oil seal that goes down here. I got all the oil seals. I got all the gaskets. So I'm going to actually split the case open because this case splits right here. And we're going to pull her apart and see what she does. Got a little bit of gunk down in here to clean out. That's the oil feed system. Well, we're going to pull the 6 bolts holding the case together, and probably tomorrow we'll split the case. Tonight I'm going to pop this open. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe. Let's get a maybe on this. You know what? I'm not going to force it. Not tonight. Nah. There's a seal in here. I'm going to split that seal later. And I'll pop the cylinder out. I'm probably going to do that off camera because I think I'm going to need 2 hands for that. We got the head off. Yeah, not bad. A little bit of carbon in there. We're going to run this over some sandpaper on some glass. Clean it up, make sure it's nice and tight. And then we're going to get it all back together the way she belongs. And we're going to get her cleaned up. We got new rings on the way. New brakes. New seal kit for the carburetor. I was really happy that I was able to get the stator off because my puller did not want to grab this model. It grabbed the spare model that I have down here, which I believe is a 79 that I got all these spare parts off of. They're all compatible, but it definitely did not work out the same as it did when I took them off the spare. Doesn't matter. Still came off. Came off clean, and I don't think I damaged the points or anything like that. So, very happy. You know, I got to come through, clean off all this grime. So much grime after 46 years. I mean, look at all this disgusting blackness down here. This is gross. I mean, I can scrape it off with my fingernail. It's so nasty. So, we're going to clean her all up. And this is what it takes to overhaul the engine. Behind this oil seal and this oil seal are the 2 crankshaft bearings. And I have those sitting down here in this box and all the gaskets. So we're going to clean her up. I'm going to put her back together. It's going to take me a few days. Might take apart this rear brake system here and just clean up all the gunk that's in there. Or maybe just spray it out and pour it and see what happens. You know, this bearing's still good here. This is a great bearing. And if these bearings are still good, maybe I'll just hang on to the ones that I have and use them in the future. Huh. There's a weird hole over here. I don't know what that hole is from or for. Interesting. Maybe it's just for air. But I've never seen that hole. It definitely comes out the back of something. And I swear I could see some daylight do that. I don't know. We have to see where that goes. Interesting little hole. But anyway, that's it. I popped the head off. Yay! I'm going to get some Scotch-Brite in there. We got some steel wool. I got myself a little plastic scraper that I'm going to round off to get the gunk off because I don't want to score it. And let's see what happens if we, let's see. If we put that piston in, oh my God. It still looks shiny and new on the inside of this cylinder. So hard to tell, but it is very shiny. And that is a really good sign. All right. New rings, a little bit of port polishing. clean up the 1, 2, 3 scavenging ports. Oh, it's got 4 scavenging ports. That's all right. No big deal. We're going to clean it all up. I'm going to get her polished off. And I'm going to have this Nc50 running like new in no time. So, thanks for joining me and taking 11 minutes of your time.